Hello children, in last class we have learned active voice, passive voice, imperative statements, right? So we have completed imperative statements. Hope you understood this topic. So today we will start interrogative statements. So how to change an interrogative statement into passive voice? Okay. What is interrogative statements? So interrogative statements means question statements, right? So what's your name? So we'll ask questions. So it may be double H questions or yes or no questions. So we have two types of interrogative statements. How many types? Two types. One is double H questions. Double H questions means the questions we start with what, when, which. Okay, what, when, which, how, where, whom, like that. When, even how, HOW also comes under double H questions. And what about yes or no questions? Yes or no questions means the questions which starts with auxiliary verbs, even modal verbs also, like are, is, are you hungry, is it correct, have you done homework, has she correct, has she gone. Okay, like that the question, will you help me, can I help you, these are all yes or no questions, even do form also. Okay, do you like, do you come, yes or no, we will give only one word answers for that, either yes or no, that's it, right? We won't give explanation for that. But when we come to double H questions, we have to give at least one sentence for that. What's your name? Okay, one word or one, it will be there, little bit more than one word will be there. So but how? We have a procedure to change interrogative statements into passive voice. Okay, same, all the principles are same, like tenses, it also depends upon the tenses. Whatever the rules that we have followed in the other sessions, like future perfect tense or it may be past continuous, same principles are there. But the thing is that before starting the principle, we have to use the question words. And everything remaining else is same, but just we will reverse little bit, slight change is there, but we have to follow the principle. If have form is there in the question, we have to use been in the passive form. Okay, and also remaining past participle also, that is also same. And if it is a question form is in continuous form, we have to use being in the passive voice. Remaining else, everything is same. But before starting the principle, we have to use question words. That's it. Okay. Shall we start the interrogative statements? Okay. Let me put the heading like changing interrogative statements into passive voice. Okay. Interrogative sentences or statements into, very very important, listen carefully. Okay, passive voice. Okay, this is the heading for your topic, today's topic. Okay, listen carefully. So as I explained, we have two types of question forms, double H questions as well as and yes or no questions. Okay, double H questions, and so we have these are the question words. So let me put the line like this, and heading here active voice, here passive. Okay, if the question is starting with a double H, why, here also we have to start with why. If what is there, so here also we have to start the passive form with what. If where is there, we have to put where. When is there, we have to start the passive form with when. And who is there, but here by whom, remember we have to use by whom. Then whom here is there, we have to use who, only who. Then how, HOW, how is there, we have to use how. Which is there, we have to use which. Same, but only here it changes, remaining else is same. Understood? So we can keep this box so that you can have the idea about it. Okay, keep it. Then what about yes or no questions? This is for double H questions. And yes or no questions means for that also same. Yes or no question starts with what? Auxiliary verbs, right? Like, so let me write active and passive. I think you can understand this very well. See, are is there, we have to start the question with are. Is only. Was, all same. Okay, just but write. Will, can, were, but there is no do form in the passive voice. We no need to use do form. Instead of do form, if do form comes, we have to go with either of these auxiliary verbs. Okay, imagine if do, did or does comes, so think about are, okay, is, was, were. We can go with even that's all. We have to go with these words. In have form is there. Have only. It depends on the plural or singular. Okay, there is no confirm here. It depends on the object. Either object is plural form, we should go with have form. If object is singular form, then we have to take singular form. Okay, it depends on that. So it will be changing. So there is no confirm here. But had means had only. Okay, here only. So remember this. Okay, this is not fixed, it will be changing based on the count of the nouns. Okay, let me explain the questions. So how to change interrogative statements. Just first I will give you one basic important example. Okay, for example, who built Taj Mahal? Don't say Shah Jahan. Okay, so here we are not, I am not asking the answer for this, I am asking to change this form. So who built Taj Mahal? So this is active form. We have to change this into passive statement. Okay, so I told that we had to follow this principle. So if active voice is starting with who, so we had to start the passive voice with by whom, right? So here by whom, by whom. Okay, so here subject is unknown, that is in the question form. Okay, so by we have taken by whom. Then what is the verb here? Built, and the object is Taj Mahal. This is object. So remaining part is same how we have followed in the earlier principles. First we should know what is the present tense. Which tense it is? Simple past tense. Right, this is simple past tense. So here by whom was, Taj Mahal is singular, so we have to take by whom was Taj Mahal built. That's it. Another form also there, we can write another form. Let me tell, by whom was Taj Mahal built, or Taj Mahal was built by whom? Okay, but don't go with this form. Okay, better always go to with this form. Understood? Next, shall we go to the next example? Okay, let me explain another example. Where did you? Okay. Where? Could you see, right? Okay. Where did you keep my mobile? This is active form. Where did you keep my mobile? You are asking. Okay. Okay. Here, this is the question words. Forget about the. So you keep my mobile. Take this affirmative statements. You keep. You is the subject form here. Then keep is verb and my mobile is object. That we have to check. Object is there or not, we have to check. Then only we can do the passive form. So as I told, where comes, we have to take where itself. So start where. So I told we can't use did form or do form in the passive words. So better to go with was. Did is past tense, right? So where was. Instead of this we are using where was. And what is the object here? My mobile. Simple past tense this is, right? Where was my mobile? Sorry. Where was my mobile? This, what is the past participle form of keep? Kept, right? That is, I told that principle is normal, how we have used it for the earlier simple past tense principle only we have to use. So where was my mobile kept? Next, after kept past participle, what is the preposition? By we have to use. By. Next, here you is the subject. So you form subjective form also you, right? So by you. This is the passive form. Okay, this is the passive form. Got it? Shall we go to the next example? Third example. What about when will you complete? When will you complete the project? This is the question, active voice. Okay, here future, will is there, future tense, remember. Okay, will is there, future tense, you know, right? Then what is the object here? Forget about this, we will do that. So concentrate after the question words, whatever the statements is there. You complete the project is there. So the project is the object, right? Complete is the verb. This is the main verb here. That is, next subject is this. What is subject? Or you is the subject. So now it is easy, right, to change. So first thing we have to divide like that, then it will be easy for you to change into passive voice. And first thing, whenever you want to do the passive voice, to change the passive voice, first you have to check the tense. Which tense is there? That is very, very important. After that, see the statement. I mean, what type of statement? Interrogative, affirmative, or imperative, or exclamatory. You have to check that. Then only we can do. Don't do blindly. Tense is very important in the active voice. Some people they will change, but they will, in the question it will be only simple past tense, but in the answer they will use have form. How come? Most of the students they will do this mistake. Okay, so careful. Don't go with simple. Don't make complicated. First check the statement and the tense. Next, okay, we'll do this. So start with the question word only, right? So I told when is there, we have to start with when. When will also like that only, no? Question word we have seen in the future tense how it will be. So when will the project So in the future perfect tense, in the simple future tense we have seen, if will comes, we have to use what? Be. Be we have to use, no? So shall I show that? So already we have explained, no? So in the future perfect, simple future tense, so whenever will comes, in the principle we have to use be form before the past participle, after that by and object. So here see, Alan will play cricket. So how we have changed? Cricket will be played by Alan. So here also same thing you have to remember. Okay, you no need to be complicated this and all. So very easy it is. So when will the project be completed by, as usual, you is the subject, you. Passive. Okay. Are you getting confused? No, right? Okay, let me explain.